The READ program at Fulbright aims at improving English skills and providing learning support for freshmen to prepare for the start of their academic experience. The READ program starts 2 months before the academic year, so READ students have the opportunity to make friends before non-READ students. When entering the academic year, does the friendship circle of READ students only revolve around those who study READ program, and the same for non-READ students? In other words, does the READ program restrict friendships between READ and non-READ students? By answering these questions, our study will assist the Fulbright officers in first continuing the READ program with a more exciting and helpful curriculum. Second, considering organizing more bonding activities to build up the freshman social network. We used the data from 2 questions in the survey. Did you participate in READ program? And who do you socialize with outside of class? First, we investigate the social network of each person who has completed the survey. Then, we create the participation index of each respondent to have 2 lists of READ students and non-READ students. Next, we calculate the average similarity to store average difference in similarity between a person and their friends. After that, we calculate the similarity index for each group to test for normality. Finally, we use t-tests to analyze the correlation between 2 sample groups.
So what are the limitations to our research? Based on the survey questions, and I find that there are some limitations in the contents of the questions in the survey, and the limitations of questions can directly approach the topic that we raised. The questions, does the survey adequately address our question? My answer is not really. As I mentioned earlier, because of the limitations, the survey questions were not direct to solve the detail in our questions. And besides that, the lack of survey questions also made our questions be understood differently and may lead to a different result than the outcome that we're looking for. If we can, we would like to change the survey questions to more direct and more detailed to the problems we're approaching. Since our questions is about, does the bridge program restrict friendships between bridge and non-bridge students? The questions in the survey may have the choice of multiple choices or give the choice that provides several answers by the one who fills in the survey, so that we can have the answers more direct and we can have the conclusions to claim the question more clearly. Since we would have to form up our questions based on the survey questions, so that if there's a way to fit the questions and extend it more clearly to ourselves, then it will make more sense to the one who is filling the form, and that will lead to a more trustable and convincing result that will be able to help solving the problems we're looking at.
At the end of our experiment, we aim to find the relationships between bridge program and socialized skills of students who took part in the program. Using resources provided by the collab activities throughout the course, we have concluded there is no relationships between the bridge program and the socialized skills of students. In other words, there is no statistical evidence that shows bridge program restrict friendships between bridge and non-bridge program. Apart from the significant implication that this project has, is a solid evidence that bridge program does not hinder the ability of students to make friends, but to make sure that Fulbright will always be a friendly and cooperating community. At the end of this project, we have drawn some interesting questions that can be used later on. One of those is, although the bridge program does not hinder the forming of friendships between students and Fulbright, what are the other factors that can contribute to the making of Fulbright into a more dangerous and less friendly space? We have been thinking of peer and family pressures as possible factors, but it is vital that we gather enough information before conducting a new hypothesis. That's the end of our presentation. Thank you very much.